everyone, my name is Justin, aka Jaymatrix, and we are back with another trucking vlog. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe button. My name is Justin, and we are now currently on the road again. So I just had a good weekend, had about 2 days off. Now it's back to make money, back to making this, back to making American move. All right, so if you guys haven't already, my name is Justin. I've been driving for about 4 years, and yeah, I love trucking. Trucking has truly changed my life, put money in my pocket, definitely made me to a better man, better driver, and I love what I do. So on that note, I want to talk about how do you stay awake, right? So how do I, as a driving professional, stay awake? Well, I'll tell you that much. When I first started, I was like every hour, I'm telling you, I was knocking out, I was taking naps, cat naps, I was like doped up on caffeine, I was taking like 3, 4 coffees, whole bunch of sugar, Celsius, Red Bull. I mean, I was, any kind of driving trick that you can imagine to try to stay awake, I was doing it, you know? I was doing Red Bull, coffee, taking naps, go to sleep, you know, parked on the side of the road, but you shouldn't do that. But I mean, I was exhausted. So, to answer that question, how does someone stay awake for a long period of time? Well, I can tell you right now, when I first started my career, music only gets you so far, right? So, you know, I mean, if a new song came out, I would listen to it about 150, 200 times, which is about a couple hours into the same song. But eventually, once you hear the same song over and over again, you're like, all right, I love this song, I like it, okay, it's somewhat, I don't like it no more, I'm tired of it, new song. Like, you have to constantly challenge your mind. So one thing I started doing was watching podcasts, well, listening to podcasts, right? So I have my phone on the holder, put it on the charger, doing a podcast, and something that I would really be interested in, right? So when you watch podcasts, you want to listen to something that's gonna be, at least in my eyes, informational, challenge your mind, give you a different way of thinking, because the more you expand your mind, the more you get to, you know, think outside the box, right? And when you're driving straight for hours and hours and hours, you need something to occupy your mind while also staying safe on the road. So I'm really big into like Andrew Tate podcasts, Justin Wilder, Fresh and Fit, you know, Kevin Samuels, and you know, things that make men better, right? So that's what I'm into, right? I don't know what you guys are into. Some people like true crime podcasts. Sometimes people like to watch other truck drivers drive. You know, I mean, I don't like to do that because I drive a truck already. So why would I want to watch other people drive? That's just me. You know, I mean, if I'm gonna watch anyone, I'm gonna watch myself drive, right? So another thing is, you know, have a good decent playlist going, have a podcast, also enjoy the road, right? I had a coworker of mine back in the day, and I used to be real big on music. And when he used to ride with me, I used to do appliance repair back in the day. Bring me up, whatever, irrelevant. So I had this coworker that was tired of listening to me hearing music, and what he used to say was, "Man, just turn the radio and just listen to the wheels roll." What? Listen to the wheels roll? Like, what's wrong with you? And I was like 22, 23 at the time, so I was big into music. I just wanted to blast the music in the company vehicle everywhere I go. Thought I was cool. But after a while, when you grow up, you slowly realize that, you know, it's nice to just listen to the road. You know, so I didn't really quite understand it, but sometimes you just take pride in just being out on the open road, you know. Again, it doesn't work all the time, but sometimes it's good to just turn on the music, listen to Mother Nature, right? So we got music, podcast, listen to the wheels roll. What else we got? And I mean, also just paying attention to what other people are doing, right? So what I also found helpful was also watching driving patterns. So I've gotten really good at analyzing the road. Now, as a driving professional, right? I can literally read the road better than other people can read a book. Now, I'm gonna say that again. I can read the road and other people's behaviors and driving patterns better than people can read a book. And I say that because, you know, I've been exposed to a lot. I've seen accidents, I've seen trucks rolled over, I've seen erratic, stupid driving behavior, people texting on their phone. You know, I've almost seen it all. I don't want to say I've seen it all because I'm pretty sure there's something or a situation that I have not encountered, but I can guarantee you I've seen a ton of a lot. And when I tell you I've seen a lot, I've seen a lot. So, you know, I've gotten really good at reading other people's behaviors and also predicting what's gonna happen. So sometimes I'll play like a little game with myself saying, okay, this jerk off is gonna cut in front of me because he's a dumbass. And what happens, there's nobody in front of me, there's nobody in front of him, there's 2 lanes, he's on the fast lane, I'm on the slow lane, and what happened? He wants to, for no reason. No reason at all. I cannot, that is the one answer I have not been able to, that is the one question I have not been able to answer is why people cut in front of a big truck while you have all the road in front of you. I know, it's frustrating. And then you question yourself, you're like, what are you doing? Like, what, like, are you done being a dumbass? Like, you have to come in front of an 80,000-ton truck. For what? So, I mean, if anyone has a question to that, please let me know in the comment section below. I cannot been able to figure it out, and I've been driving professionally for 4 years, and I still, yeah, I just cannot. Also, Celsius. Celsius is your best friend. I used to be hooked up on like multiple cups of coffee a day, Red Bull, Bang, energy drinks, Monster, but that has way too much sugar. My stomach reacts like really bad. I get stomach aches, I get a headache. I feel very uncomfortable when I have like that much amount of like sugar in me and caffeine. That's just like, I'm like overloading my system. And eventually like I'll just crash. Not crash on the truck, but crash like physically, like mentally on the bed. So I've been trying to, you know, because when you're driving for long periods of time, it's good to just like have have something to sip on. Now the reason why I'm talking funny is because the Celsius I'm drinking has dried up my lips, so it's like catching my braces. So forgive me, but yeah, have something to sip on. You know, I don't recommend like a whole bunch of water because you will go to the bathroom, right? And if you're driving a truck, you want to keep the wheels turning. You don't want to stop every 20, 25 minutes, you know, piss in a bottle, piss outside, or stop at the rest area. You just don't want to do that. So what I strongly recommend is find an energy drink that is somewhat on the healthier side. Again, they're all full of garbage. I'm not gonna lie, but if I had to pick my poison while I'm driving for hours and hours on end, I would definitely pick Celsius, right? Amongst, you know, over Red Bull, Bang, Monster, Rain. I mean, if you look at the ingredients, I mean, again, I'm looking at only 10 calories, and it doesn't say any sugar, but it has sucralose, which is an inverted sweetener. So, I mean, I'm kind of mitigating the amount of damage I'm doing to myself, but I drink 2 Celsiuses over 1 Red Bull any day, right? So, you know, you got to kind of pick your poison there. So, what we got? So far we got, oh my God. That should be a side effect. This makes your mouth dry on your lips. So, okay. So we got music, podcast, we got listening to the wheels of the road, and then we have studying driving behavior patterns, and then we also have energy drinks, right? So, really, guys, there's not much, other than those 5 things, there's not much you can do other than to really just kind of go through the stuff, you know? What really helps also, number 6, is clear your mind. I should put that, well, I should have started off with that. When you have a clear mind, you get to embrace everything. You get to study the road more. You get to take pride in what you do, and it makes you want to go out longer and drive farther, rather than you just being miserable. You know, say your wife hates you, your kids hate you, your finances suck, you're just miserable, you're fat or overweight, you're not working on yourself as a man, or as a person, or as a woman, or, you know, both as a person, and you're just here, you're stuck, but you're so confined to the truck that it's so hard to really, you know, take pride in what you do because you're so miserable. What I recommend strongly to any truck driver that is watching this video, if you are genuinely unhappy, and I'm gonna put on a picture, I'm gonna edit the video right now, and I'm gonna put a picture of maybe before and after when I was a fat piece of shit, like almost 240 pounds to now like a 170. I mean, it's a world of a difference. When you work on yourself, it's a world of a difference. When you take accountability and take pride in what you do, but also say, you know what, I'm unhappy. How how can I change that? Instead of saying, wow, I'm unhappy, my life sucks, and just not do anything about it. You know, guys, I get it. Life sucks, you're not happy, or you're unhappy where you want to be. Make the necessary changes now, right? So, you know, again, especially if you're a truck driver and you're sitting for long hours, you have nothing but time. You have nothing but time, right? So I strongly recommend, again, I'm not a fitness coach. I'm not someone who's going to, you know, preach about mental health. I can tell you from trial and error that I was a man that was broke and 240 pounds, and I was a man that had money in my pocket, benefits, financially well, took accountability, rectified my wrong, and now I'm 170. And I can tell you, I would pick the 170-pound Justin who has rectified my wrongs and has done everything I can to put myself in a better situation financially, mentally, physically, and emotionally over that fat piece of shit when I was 240 pounds. I can tell you this right now. I would pick the new Justin, the new and improved Justin, over the fat piece of shit Justin. That's just me, you know, but I can guarantee you that anyone, again, people are different, but let me speak for the majority of men. I can pretty much say that without the shadow of a doubt, a man would rather be happier, healthier, with money in his pocket, and take pride in his career, rather than a fat piece of shit who's chucking on sweets all day, chucking on Red Bulls, overweight, and depressed, right? So, other than that, I would, those would be genuinely the 6 things I would say to improve on how to stay basically awake and alert on the road for long periods of time. So, one, I'm going to put, have a clear mind, music, podcast, study driving behavior patterns, and study people and being predictive and, you know, having to, I don't want to say react, but be proactive, right? So we got, sorry, I'm like multitasking while watching the road, while making this video, and making bullet points. So we got, have a clear mind, get yourself right, and make the necessary choices. Then we got music. You can listen to music, but that can only get you so far, right? You can only listen to so much music, and after that, you're like, all right, I got a headache. We got a certain kind of podcast. I listen to Andrew Tate, Justin Wilder, Fresh and Fit. I listen to Kevin Samuels. I listen to Jordan Peterson, David Goggins. I'm a really big fan of like men getting better and men making the right choices and men holding themselves accountable and being better men of society, right? What else I watch? We got podcasts. Listening to the wheels roll, all right? Watching driving behavior patterns. And there was one more. I just had another one. Energy drink. Number 7. Here's another one too. Call your loved ones. You have nothing but time. Again, I know that people have office jobs. People have, you know, careers or jobs or where they can't reach on the phone. Reconnect with people. Right? Reconnect with your mom and dad. Again, I don't have parents. God bless, my parents are in heaven right now, but they're watching me become the best truck driver in the world. But aside from that, I do call my family. I do call my sister. I do, you know, call my girl. I call my nephews. You know, I make sure that I try to reconnect with people that want to reconnect with me. So that would be my true and last tip, that it definitely helps out well. And it kills a bunch of time. I cannot tell you where I have a 7-hour drive and I'm talking with my sister, my girl, I'm talking with some friends and family, and time is just going fast. And by the time you know it, I'm down 2 hours, and it feels like I've only been driving for like 40 minutes. And then I call someone else, and you have like really deep conversations, or even call other truck drivers, because what are they doing? They're doing the same exact thing you're doing, driving. And so you just start like just picking up conversations. Yo, how's work? How you doing? You know, you start talking about money, you start talking about finances. You know, they tell you things about you. You tell them things about them. Sorry, they tell you things about them. Then you tell them things about you. And then the conversation just goes into like an endless portal, and time is just flying by. So, or you get yourself a GoPro camera or an Insta360 like I have and make content. You know, so that's rule number 8. Sorry, that's step number 8. So there's a bunch of things that I do personally to kind of stay on the road. But if I had to name the number 1 important rule step, I'm sorry. If I had to name the number one step in what helps me stay longer out on the road for far distances, I would say having a clear mind. You know? Because if you don't have a clear mind, no matter what you do, all those other 7 steps following with what I just mentioned are going to be miserable. You know? You're going to be pissed off, listening to music. Pissed off, watching a podcast. Pissed off because somebody cut you off. So instead of you having the patience of somebody cutting you off and you analyzing that, you're just like cursing at them. Oh, what the? Oh my God, you cut me off! I get it. It happens to the best of us. You know, we always are cool. We're all calling everyone a dumbass. You know, we're all like saying, why the would you do that? You know, I get it, you know, and it truly does suck, but that is the nature in what we do in our profession. Again, is it fair? No. It's not fair, you know, not fair. Is it fair that, you know, that truck drivers get the responsibility, the bulk of the responsibility? No, but we are bigger, stronger, heavier, and more dangerous than your average, sorry. My lips are dry, man. The Celsius is kicking my butt. Sorry, guys. We are bigger, stronger, and heavier, and more dangerous than the average motor vehicle. So there is a higher standard, and I get that. You know, that's why I always try to put myself in the best possible scenario. To be careful, leave myself a ton of following distance. Like right now, I got the boat in front of me. This pickup truck carrying a small boat or wagon, and you know, I just had to go on the left lane because I know I'm going to pass him. But now, you know, we got a hazard coming up. So look, we got this guy coming up on our right. You know, I'm actually 6 miles an hour. I know he's going to cut. Bam! That's how you do it. I knew it. And he didn't signal. So, you know, I caught it. I reacted. Well, I didn't really react to it, but I was using my proactive spider senses, you know, because your boy's nice. Because I do this, all right? I do this. I'm telling you, I do this. I'm a cocky truck driver because I know what I'm doing. Now, all right. Aside from that, though, yeah, guys, you know, I really appreciate everyone for definitely tuning in. Like I said before, the more you guys like and subscribe to the video, I know everyone says that, but it truly does help the channel grow, and it truly does give you more motivation to just want to push out content, make more long formatted vlogs. If you guys have any more ideas or anything that you guys would want me to talk about, whether it's a company, trucking, you know, backing up, anything at all, go ahead and just, you know, I will leave my social media on the description. Also, I'll have it throughout the whole video, so it's there. Please feel free to write to me. I am an open book. I am super friendly, you know, and I would love to hear from you all, you know. So, guys, it has been a pleasure. My name is Justin, Jaymatrix. Stay safe on the road driving out there. And I got this Yahoo. Hold on, look at this. Real quick, before I end the video, this guy's been this guy in front of me has been tailgating this lumber truck for about a good 5 miles. And I want to get over. See, sometimes you just want to, you know? But my name is Justin, guys. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for watching this video. And it's your boy, Jaymatrix. Go ahead and like and subscribe for the video. And stay safe and God bless you guys. I will see you on the next trucking vlog. Peace!